At first glance, it still looks like America. The same coastlines, the same highways cutting through deserts and plains, the same cities glowing at night. But something is different. The lights don't follow people anymore. They follow patterns. Neighborhoods breathe, expanding and contracting. Entire cities wake and sleep on algorithms, and millions of lives move through spaces that were never meant to feel this precise. This isn't a future born from disaster or war or collapse. It's something stranger. A version of America that shouldn't exist like this, but does. In 2050, American cities are no longer just built, they are managed. Traffic flows are predicted hours in advance. Power grids respond before demand spikes. Buildings adjust temperature, light, and access automatically. Urban life feels smoother, quieter, strangely frictionless. But beneath that calm is something new. Cities now anticipate human behavior, often more accurately than humans do themselves. AI systems reroute crowds before congestion happens, predict crime before it occurs, optimize entire neighborhoods for efficiency. Human and AI still don't know where the line is between assistance and control. And this raises a deeper mystery. If a city decides what's best for you, is it still your city? For generations, America was defined by a middle-class jobs, middle-income neighborhoods, middle-sized cities. By 2050, that middle doesn't vanish. It thins. Work becomes polarized, highly automated on one end, deeply human on the other. Routine disappears. What remains are roles that require judgment, creativity, care, or total machine oversight. Entire job categories don't fade away. They compress. People adapt by stacking skills, shifting identities, and redefining stability. This leads to an unsettling adaptation. Many Americans no longer ask what they do for a living, but when they're needed. And that raises a question no system has answered yet. What does a society become when work is no longer constant? By 2050, some of the most important American cities aren't visible on maps. They exist in layers. Logistics cities, designed for machines, not people, operate beneath highways and deserts. Data cities, server complexes the size of towns, hum quietly in remote regions. Digital districts overlay physical ones, shaping where services exist and where they don't. Millions of people move through these spaces without ever seeing them. Infrastructure has become invisible. Which leads to a strange realization. America didn't just build new cities, it built worlds inside worlds. And yet, even the systems running these spaces can't fully explain their own complexity. What we've discovered only deepens the mystery. One of the biggest surprises of America in 2050 isn't technology, it's people. Humans adapt, not dramatically, but quietly. Sleep patterns shift to avoid heat. Social life moves indoors, then partially online, then back again. Homes become modular, temporary, adjustable. People live closer to where they work, or nowhere near it at all. Identity becomes fluid, not just culturally, but geographically. More Americans live in multiple cities each year. Some live in none. This adaptation doesn't look heroic. It looks normal. And that raises a haunting question. How much change can humans absorb before it stops feeling like change at all?
In 2050, success in America depends less on ambition and more on placement. Access to water, access to cooling, access to fast networks and resilient grids. Geography becomes destiny again, but this time it's shaped by infrastructure, not rivers or mountains. Some regions quietly surge, others stabilize and decline. There is no collapse, just divergence. And here is the unsettling part. Most people don't notice it happening because it happens slowly, cleanly, efficiently. This raises a larger question. Is inequality more dangerous when it's invisible? Part 7. America versus the rest of the world, quietly. By 2050, America isn't the loudest country on Earth. It doesn't need to be. Its influence moves through systems, standards, platforms, protocols, and supply chains. American-designed frameworks shape global work, trade, and technology, even when America itself isn't visible. This isn't dominance in the old sense. It's something more subtle. But even here, uncertainty remains. Human and AI still don't know how stable this influence is, or how quickly it could shift. Which leads to an uncomfortable thought. What happens when power no longer has a single location? Part 8. A country that feels finished, but isn't. From the outside, America in 2050 looks complete, mapped, measured, optimized. But beneath that surface, exploration continues. Not of land, but of systems, of human behavior under constant prediction, of societies shaped by quiet constraints, of cities that grow without asking permission. The country feels less like a nation and more like an ongoing experiment. And experiments don't end, they evolve. Ending. Zoom